from one place to the other if someone else is paying for your ticket. So that has already
Welcome back. We're still looking at the issue of xenophobia in South Africa, or Afrophobia, as an ANC spokesman puts it. We understand that immigrants in downtown Johannesburg, which is South Africa's biggest commercial city, shut their shops today as a way of anti-foreign violence that has killed 4 people near the city of Durban.
Paying for your tickets, we are moving towards checking in online,
which is
online check-in or self-check-in, mobile check-in.
For fleeing immigrants whose shops were looted and burnt
for the passenger
in
not to have
to
to stand in line, and also be
no
more in
reports of
control
looting or
over
violence in Johannesburg, which
journey.
is the epicenter
Looked at what is happening everywhere else in the world, and we thought that Nigeria needed to have a terminal where self-check-in is possible. 4 self-check-in kiosks, which means that the passenger doesn't have to stand in line anymore. If you have your booking reference or you have your ticket number, just come to the airport, check yourself in.
Some politicians and residents say some of the immigrants are in the country illegally and accuse them of committing crimes and taking over local shops and jobs. For their part, some foreign nationals say they are legally in the country, running businesses to provide
passengers that
services
travel is still safe. E-gates are also a new measure.
Well, yesterday, you will remember that we brought you a report done by one of our colleagues at the Voice of America, Dave Josler. He showed us how things are happening in a good light at a women's prison in Nairobi, how the women were being well treated. They are schooled about the law, which helps them understand why they are there to begin with. And also, the other interesting aspects of that report we got to see yesterday is what you'll see right now on your screen.
If your boarding pass is fake or it's a duplication of someone else's boarding pass, access is denied.
Most criminal liabilities arise out of
in a classroom behind bars, 3 inmates and a prison officer learn the basics of common law. Inmate Rose Musioki says these classes have given her the chance of a lifetime.
And it has been my childhood dream to do law, but due to some unavoidable circumstances like lack of finance, I've not been able to do it. So like when this chance came in, I gave it a trial. Now I'm
and already she's put her lessons into practice, successfully helping another inmate to appeal a sentence for kidnapping by arguing that the accused was under duress at the time.
And she went there. The prosecution had nothing against her. They never even said anything. She did raise that thing. The prosecution was asked, do you have anything against her? She said, no, Your Honor. That's a big achievement.
Our next feature
Lingata Women's Prison holds about 600 inmates, serving sentences ranging from a few days to life behind bars. Some are awaiting trial, others have exhausted their appeals. Accustomed to being on the wrong side of the law, the prisoners get a new perspective through the education program. Jane Ouma, for example, is serving a 14-year sentence for assaulting her husband's mistress.
Messages to answer, research to do, and last-minute meetings to set up.
Well, joining us now in studio is Mr. Kaide Williams, who is a prison rehabilitation expert. You know, in Network Africa, we like to draw things back to home and observe how we can draw lessons from good examples like what we saw in Kenya. Mr. Kaide, thank you so much for joining us on the program. Now, based on what we've seen in Kenya with the women being educated, culinary activities, it doesn't even look like a prison. It looks like an actual correctional facility. What lessons can we draw, especially in the Nigerian context? Because I don't know if you have anything.
It's simple to draw home for our leaders to see.
Here are some airlines that offer these top-notch service.
You can see the classroom. That is how to make a correctional center work.
In-flight internet
because the prisons is not a punitive measure, but reformative, so that they can be reintegrated back, resettled, and become properly reformed citizens. That's it.
But the extent to which Kenya is taking this is very inspiring. I mean, we see the inmates actually practicing how to defend themselves and fellow inmates in courts, practicing for what they might do when they actually leave prison. It just seems like we do have a long way to go, doesn't it?
Exactly, we have a long way to go. You can even see some of the prison officers here. They look at the inmates with
onboard connectivity,
human face,
Wi-Fi
which is with look of kindness. And laptops. These inmates, when they are properly encouraged and empowered to face the society that they have wronged before, they come back as a decent citizen because they are now learning how to defend themselves. And many other things. You see even where they are cooking their food. You see them how they follow themselves. And even they don't look like prisoners in this area. They are being properly treated because they are still going to face the larger society where they have to prove, and there must be a level playing ground. But if you have humiliated them, treated them as a second-hand citizen, and they become unproductive to the society, they will still go back to crime. But with what you are saying now, look at this, look at the setup there. Look at everything we are saying. This is how to make a correctional center. A prison must be a place where you can learn and become a reformed personality.
You didn't exactly experience that luxury. You're a clear example.
Yes,
and you came out to be who you are today. But what were you able to do to manage the situation in order to end up the way you have?
When I was